home, John spends much of his time making ingenious animated wood carvings. We visited John both at work and at play, and I think you'll be amazed by John's ingenious creations. Walt Kramer of Corporate Relations narrates the story.
There is a magician at Minnesota Power's Clay Boswell station near Grand Rapids. Helping to transform coal into electricity is a pretty good trick itself. But this man also specializes in mechanical wizardry. John Walls works in the machine shop at Clay Boswell. As a machinist, John has a steady hand with tools and an intuitive grasp for the mechanics of intricate machinery. During the workday, John's skills help keep Boswell running like a finely oiled machine. But after work, he concentrates on a different type of machinery. And like Geppetto in the story of Pinocchio, he transforms simple materials like wood and metal into magic.
To put it simply, I make them because I have a need to create. The displays themselves, starting with the characters, they're carved out of native basswood that I've cut down right in my yard, and I've allowed to dry for a period of a couple years. And the carvings are carved on a scale of approximately 2 inches to 1 foot, so they're approximately 1 foot high. And the carvings are mounted on top of a oak case, and the oak case has the drive mechanisms inside, and it has lights inside and a glass front so you can watch the mechanisms work.
John got the idea of building animated carvings after seeing similar creations at a museum in the Black Hills of South Dakota. The concept of combining detailed wood carvings with intricate gears and mechanisms seemed the perfect challenge for his particular skills and creative talents.
The first display I made in 1987, and that was called Buttermilk Johnson and Harvey the Cop. And that took about a year of my free time. The second piece I made is called Merlin the Great, and it's a magician doing a ball trick, and each time he raises his hat there's a different ball underneath his hat, and the kids just love this one. The next one is the I'd Rather Be Fishing. This is a man cutting wood, and his wife is rocking in a rocking chair, and as she turns her head toward him, why he starts sawing wood, and as she turns away, why he quits sawing. The fourth one I made was called The Back Pew. That was the first one I incorporated any sound with. That's 4 people sitting in the back pew of a church, and the 2 gentlemen are nodding their heads, and one wife is poking him to keep him awake, and on the other side, why the other lady is giving her husband kind of a nasty look. The latest one I finished is so far my masterpiece, and I call that Hillbilly Shotgun Wedding. And that is the largest one by far, and the most elaborate one, and that incorporates 7 characters, and it incorporates the whole front porch of a hillbilly cabin and a still, and it also incorporates a cassette of hill and bluegrass music.
John's attention to detail is extraordinary, and his next project will be even more ambitious. A toy shop scenario with a host of fully animated elves feverishly working away under the nose of a snoozing proprietor. But in some ways, this tiny tool shop will be a return to familiar ground for John Walls.
I've been a machinist all of my adult life, and before I got into wood carving, I used to make a lot of small miniature tools. And this includes a working model of a drill press and a wood lathe, what have you.
John Wall's amazing mechanical carvings delight all who experience them. As each new project is completed, John brings it in for the enjoyment of his fellow workers at the Clay Boswell station. Here, at the very heart of the modern miracle of electrical power generation, people can still be moved and delighted by the simple magic of one man's imagination.
And that's all for this edition of MP Magazine. Over the next few months, we'll be showing you construction progress at the site of SRFI. I'm Max Herbach. Thank you and goodbye for now.